So Jesus starts his inaugural teaching the same way that the book of Psalms starts. The first word is blessed or happy. In Psalm 1:1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Matthew 5:3, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So we need to delve into what this poor in spirit means, and I want to give you some ideas and some visuals. Okay, our spirit, poor in spirit. Okay, I think Luke says, "Blessed are the poor." Now, if you look at the Franciscan monks, they take a vow of poverty, but if you listen to how they talk about the word poverty, they're not just talking about not having money or belongings. Okay, that's part of their vow of poverty, but that's a small and a less significant part of it. When they talk about poverty, they're talking about not having this emotionally attached investment into the material world. So there's an identity component to it. So when we think of our identity and who we are, there's all kinds of things that we say. And like, I'm a cybersecurity remediation project manager for a Fortune 4 medical company, okay? Well, that sounds like a lot. And I'm a guitar player, and I'm a husband, and I'm a GMC, whatever I have, Yukon owner. I'm a I'm a homeowner. You think of all these things. What you realize is you're none of those things. You are not any of those things. So to be poor in spirit is to, instead of having your identity so stacked with all these things that you think you are, you take an approach of poverty. Whereas let's dial it back to what we really are. If I didn't have that vehicle, I would still be me. If I didn't have this house, I'd still be me. If I wasn't married, I would still be me. That would not be cool, but I would still be me. So that's another good meditation to do, is think about the things that you think are important to you, and especially do this with belief systems, and think about them being gone suddenly for some reason, irrevocably, and you can't get them back. Okay, insurance isn't going to replace it, it's just gone. And now, how does that make you feel in your body? Now pay very close attention when you do that. The point is to see how it feels in your body. And your body, what your body feels when you meditate on that, is telling you, it's sending you a signal and letting you know how egoically attached you are to that thing. So when I was talking to Doug the other day, I said a good meditation to do if you are an ideologue, or if, say, you're really glued into some doctrines, like I'm a provisionist, okay? And I believe provisionism is correct. I believe Calvinism is correct. I believe dispensationalism is correct. I believe pre-trib rapture is correct. Whatever it is that you think is a big deal, I believe eternal security is correct. When you meditate, I want you to meditate on that thing that you believe is so true that you have to go defend on Facebook all the time. I want you to imagine that being successfully proven false to your satisfaction. Doesn't matter what the proof is, just imagine that's the case. And then meditatively, seriously focus on how your body feels when you contemplate that idea, that's gone. Calvinism has been proven false. Eternal security, OSAS, has been proven false. It's not there anymore. Now how do I feel? What's my body telling me? And if you sense anxiety or discomfort of any kind, or your breath changes, or you sweat a little bit, or your heart rate changes, or your blood pressure changes, there's all kinds of little things that can change. And you gain more skill in listening to those things the more you attempt to do it. As your body tells you when this is gone, if your body starts having these reactions, you are being told that you have a strong emotional investment into these things. So if you meditatively separate yourself, intentionally, mindfully separate your emotional investment, withdraw, okay? Reel back in your emotional investment from these things back to where you are just you in your emotional mind and get back to becoming you. That is poor in spirit. That is poor in spirit. I don't have all these things comprising my identity. I'm just me. And if all these things go away, so when something gets attacked, say I'm a premillennial, pre-trib dispensationalist. Well, when somebody disparages that, how do I react? If I find myself getting upset or wanting to jump to defense or something like that, that's a clue to me that I am egoically, emotionally attached to that. And in order to be poor in spirit, I need to withdraw my emotional investment from it. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't mean it's not true. You can let it go, okay? You can let it go. If it's still true, it will still be there, okay? And you will still be there, and you will be fine, and it will be fine. You do not have to be emotionally invested in all these things and feel like it's your job to kind of keep the train going. So yeah, you don't have to be emotionally invested in all these things.